Hey guys, Dr. Nene. Thank you so much for joining us. In this episode, I'm going to show you what I do in a week to stay in shape, and I kind of mix it up.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Nene, a US trained cardiac, thoracic, and vascular surgeon and a general surgeon. As a healthcare innovator and a health tech innovator, I want to empower you to your best health ever. On this channel, we will share evidence-based medicine from all of us to you through our experiences and training about health and healthcare. The goal is to help you make informed decisions about your own health as well as that of your loved ones. We're here for you, so don't hesitate to reach out.
So you can see I'm in a gym. This is the cardio room, and this is where I spend a lot of my time getting my heart rate up, and I do that about 3 times a week. And my target rate is above 130, so I get cardio in, and I'll warm up for 6 minutes to get all my muscles warm, and then I'll take it up to about 130 to 165, which is my target rate for my age. And then sporadically I'll go up and down so that I can kind of push myself. And then at the very end, I'll do a warm down period. Now it differs because some days I'll use the bikes, some days I'll use the stair climbers, some days I'll use the treadmills, and some days I'll be swimming down below or running around. Now, the remaining 3 days, I actually have started using a trainer because what I was finding is I'm pretty diehard on workouts, and so I push myself too hard and I end up with sports injuries. So 3 days a week, I alternate muscle groups. So let me show you what I do for my muscle groups. So in this room, there's a whole lot of machines, and I can work out each of the different sections. And I can do it on my own, and I can also do it. In general, what I'll do is reps, where I slowly increase the weight. And the key is to keep perfect form in all of them. At the same time, I do a lot of torso exercises, abs and back and shoulders, mainly because I have a tendency to get into shoulder injuries, back injuries, and then I also have some issues with my knees. And I think as you go forward, if you see my video on exercise at every age, it's really, really, really important to focus on a few of these areas as you get older. There's 4 real things that we're targeting, right? The first is strength. Without a doubt, if you've got a very strong abdomen and torso, as well as your quads and your shoulders and all that, you're not going to get into injuries. The second is balance. You have to be able to balance at all times so you avoid falls and things like that. The third is flexibility. And so I will routinely do yoga in addition to all of this, but the idea is to stretch out all my muscle groups. And so here I will alternate between machines, and then in the next room I'll show you, I do free weights. And then at the same time, in between that, I'll do some Pilates and various other things, and then I'll set a separate yoga day. The last thing is cardio, which we talked about in the first room. And that I do at least 3 times a week, but almost every day I'm doing at least 30 minutes of some type of cardio, whether it's swimming or walking the dog or working out on a treadmill or whatever. So those 4 things to me, strength, balance, flexibility, and cardio are the things I have to hit for my well-being at my age. Now it's gonna be different depending on what you are. Let me just show you the other room where I work out in. So this is a dedicated free weight area, and I can punch weights, and I've been doing this for a long time. The key here is not to go too high too fast. And honestly, I have been at fairly high bench presses and other weights, but I don't find that to be as useful as doing more reps at a lower weight and then working my way up, mainly because I end up getting into shoulder injuries and back injuries, and you got to be careful. The thing that's helped me is my trainers, and to be honest with you, it's a luxury to have one because I never did. I grew up playing sports, and we would train for the team for whatever sport we were playing, whether it was tennis, cross country, football, whatever. But now I almost have to because I end up pushing so hard like I was a 15 or 20-year-old. And then my wife gets on my back and she's like, you need to get someone to watch you so you don't get into trouble. And I have gotten into trouble. Look, we have the luxury of a gym, but to be honest with you, I can go right outside and I can go running on the track or go with my dog. And honestly, for the longest time, I would walk on the beach, I would run everywhere, I would do things. So it doesn't matter what kind of situation you're in, there's always an opportunity. The key is to set some time aside. So that's the one last thing I'm gonna say. I always work out in the morning. Why? Because if you wake up early and work out, 3 things happen. One is it definitely gets done. The second is it pumps up your endorphins and your heart rate. And for me, the brain works better. And the third is I'm already starting caloric burns, so my basal metabolic rate has gone up. So it really helps with weight maintenance as well as me feeling great about myself. So my recommendation, and you can take it as you want, is wake up early and go and work out before anyone's gonna trouble you with your phone or your family or whatnot. Better yet, get your family to come and work out with you. So those are the skinnies and what I do in my workout day. Tell me what you guys do. And if you like what I'm saying, hit the like button. If you wanna see more like this, hit the subscribe, and then also hit the bell icon so that will prompt you when the new one comes up. And then finally, make sure you share it with everyone. Last thing is I wanna hear how you work out in your day and what you guys do to stay healthy. Because I think this for me is a huge kind of positive influence in my life, and it always has been. And there's no doubt in my mind that this is maybe 15 or 20% of weight control, because you can't burn enough calories in here. But remember that diet and exercise are critical to your well-being long-term. So make it a part of your day. Good seeing you guys. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again.